e bentornati! Welcome back to Pillole D'Italiano, Italian Pills. I'm your coach, Ludovica, and today we are going to say it. We're going to talk about it, meaning it, how to translate the word it in Italian. Before we jump in though, if you're interested in these type of topics, if you're interested in Italian language, culture, or grammar, and you want to know more about it, you might enjoy some other episodes that I already produced, and you definitely don't want to miss any future one. So I invite you to subscribe to my channel. Also, if you have specific questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. You can do so by leaving a comment in the comment section below. Ask anything that you're curious about, anything that you've been wondering about Italy, Italians, the culture, the language, the food, people in general, and I will be more than happy to answer it. I will be also happy to make a video about it, so don't miss that opportunity. Leave me a comment below if you have a specific question. Okay, so today's topic is all about it. What do I mean by it? In English, it could be a subject or the object of a sentence. I'll give you a couple of examples just in case you're not familiar with grammatical terminology. When I say it is important, it is the subject. It is important. And when I say I'm interested in it, or I like it, it is the object. I am interested in it, I like it, it is the object. So this distinction is essential because in Italian, when we want to translate sentences that have it as a subject, well, in Italian we don't care. We don't really express it. We just jump straight into the verb. So a sentence such as it is important becomes è importante. We're only using the verb is, è, and important, importante. What matters to us for today's topic is it when it's the object. So if I say, I want it, I need to know it, in all these instances, it is the object. And that's when we want to translate it and translate it correctly. So it, in Italian, when it's the object, is translated with lo or la. I gave you guys two options because, spoiler alert, you might be aware of it already, but the Italian language has genders, so things have genders. So if I'm talking about pizza, which is feminine, and I'm referring to it, I already mentioned pizza in a conversation previously, so I just want to say I want it. Yeah, I want it. That it refers to pizza. I would say la voglio, la voglio. It, I want. La, the feminine it. If I'm talking about gelato, ice cream, and I want to say I want it, so the same exact sentence, I want it, but I'm talking about ice cream gelato, then I will say lo voglio, lo, L-O, lo voglio. It, I want, and that it, in this case, is the masculine it. So we do have lo and la, depending on what we're talking about. Lo voglio or la voglio, it I want. By the way, lo voglio in Italian means also I do. Because in Italian, when we get married, we say I want it, I want to get married, lo voglio. In the examples that I gave you before, lo voglio or la voglio, you notice how the order of the words from English to Italian is actually the opposite. In English, you would say I want it, the it follows the verb. In Italian, it's the other way around. It, I want, the it goes before. And it's always the case with a few exceptions, of course. There are always exceptions to the rule, but in general terms, it in Italian goes before the verb. So I want it, I ate it, I did it, I will do it. For example, I will do it, I'm using the future, but it doesn't really matter. It, I will do. The it goes before lo farò. Lo farò più tardi. I will do it later. I ate it yesterday. L'ho mangiato ieri. So it, I have eaten yesterday. L'ho mangiato ieri. As I said, it goes always before the verb, with the exception of the infinitive, when the verb is at the infinitive form or the imperative form, then we will find it later. What do I mean by infinitive or imperative? Ditch the grammar books for a second. When I say imperative, it means that I'm giving a command. So do it, yeah? Do it, that's a command. I'm not describing an action and giving you a command. I'm telling you to do something. Do it. In that case, fallo. The it follows. Fallo. It actually becomes one word. Fallo. The it is hooked at the end of the verb. Fallo. Do it. Mangiala. Right? You have pasta in front of you, and I'm saying eat it. Now, it refers to something feminine, that's why I'm saying mangiala. I'm telling you to eat it. Mangiala. Once more, I'm giving you a command so that la hooks at the end of it, at the end of the verb. Mangiala. Now, you might get back to me and say, I don't want to eat it. I don't want to eat it. So, we do have two verbs here. Don't want to eat. We only conjugate the first verb. So I don't want. But then the second verb, to eat, that's the infinitive. That's what I mean. By infinitive, it's just a verb that is not conjugated for any specific person. So I don't want, non voglio, mangiarla, if you're still talking about pasta. Non voglio mangiarla. I don't want to eat it. You see how the la hooks at the end of the verb in the full form, the infinitive. I don't want to eat it. Non voglio mangiarla. This is the general rule. You might notice though, Italians use la or lo, that it, in a different position when they have two verbs. So instead of saying, let's take the previous example, instead of saying non voglio mangiarla, I don't want to eat it, which is really mimicking the same order of the words in an English sentence, they might say non la voglio mangiare. Non la voglio mangiare. Not it I want to eat. So they're putting the it before the first verb, like they would do with any other verb. Because as I said, it goes before the verb when that verb is conjugated, right? When we don't deal with the full verb, but I want it, lo voglio, I'm conjugating the verb to want, then I have to put it before the verb, lo voglio. When I do have two verbs though, I want to eat it or I don't want to eat it, I have two verbs, then I have the option. I can either put it before the first verb or hook it at the end of the second verb. So you either hook that little particle it at the end of the infinitive, the full verb, such as in voglio mangiarla or non voglio mangiarla, depending if you want to eat it or you don't want to eat it. Or I can put the it before the first verb, non la voglio mangiare, or la voglio mangiare, if you're saying I want to eat it. So let's recap. It when it's the object, because we don't care when it's a subject, we don't express it, we don't translate it, but it when it's the object is translated with lo or la, depending if you're referring to something masculine or feminine. Where do we place that lo or la? We place it before the verb, when the verb is conjugated. So conjugated at the present, I want it. You have to say it I want, lo voglio. I see it, lo vedo. Or when the verb is conjugated at the future tense, for example. I will do it, I will do, lo farò. When the verb is conjugated at the past tense, same thing. It, I did, right? I did it yesterday, you have to say it, I did yesterday. L'ho fatto ieri. Lo ho fatto, you just contract into l'ho fatto, L apostrophe, l'ho fatto ieri. So every time you have only one verb in the sentence and it's conjugated, you have to put it before. When you do have two verbs, I want to do it, then you have the option. You could follow the English order of the words exactly As in English, I want, voglio, to do it, farlo. And there you have it, right? Simple. I want to do it. Or you could still put the it before the conjugated verb. It I want to do. Lo voglio fare. All right, that's it for today. I know that this could be tricky. I really hope this was clear enough. I invite you again to subscribe to the channel if you're interested in learning more about this type of topics or more cultural ones. I invite you once more to leave a comment in the comment section below. You can even use that space to practice and create your own Italian sentences, and I will get back to you with feedback. Let me know if everything was clear or if you need more explanations, more examples. Ooh, and don't forget to like this video and recommend it to all of your friends who are interested in learning Italian. I'll see you soon, guys. Ciao, a presto!